Hi guys, good morning. Okay, I got some really fun stuff this weekend. First off, as you can see, I got these colors. Don't fall off your chair. I know it's a lot of color. What I have is it's all Winsor and Newton, and even this one, the copper one, that's Winsor and Newton too, as you can see. So I think I might do a burnt sienna. I think I need that one. But what happened? Why am I choosing these colors? Well, most of you know Rick Cheadle. So he did this pour where I think he didn't like it very much. I gotta say I did like the initial pour too, but then he went on it with it. He added colors, added paint, tilted. It was all covered, still not happy with it. Added more color, and all of a sudden it was something that it just, I don't know, it just connected to me right away. So what I saw was something so beautiful, and then what he did is he went one step further and took the Posca markers. They are acrylic markers, so acrylic paint in a marker, and he started embellishing the whole painting with these Posca markers. And when he was finished, I was so inspired, and it's been in my head for a couple of days now. And I asked him, you know, can I direct my viewers to your channel to see what you made? He said, okay, really do it. I'd be honored. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put under this video, I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel, and you can look for yourself. Now, I think it's important to watch the whole video because you're seeing an artist setting out to do something, and then you see the whole video rotating towards something amazing. And if you skip pieces of that video, I'm sure you won't, you know, grasp the whole meaning of the video, and why I'm so so inspired by what he did. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend, and I don't do things half. So as you know, so what I've done is I've fixed the canvases I'm going to use. This one is a 407 because this video is 406. I thought I'd put it on so that you guys can go and watch his video, so you know with my next video you'll know exactly what I have in mind. Now I have I'm going to start off with a 10 by 10, then I'm going to go to a 20 by 20, then I'm going to do a video 30 by 30, and then I'm going to do a video 40 by 40. So then I'll have like a whole series of sizes. And because I want them all to be drying after this weekend, so I'm going to be pouring them today and tomorrow. And then I'll let them dry for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. That'll be enough to get the Posca markers and start doing stuff. Now, what he's called the painting Bohemian Rhapsody because that's the first thing that came to me. It's like bohemian colors, and putting them all together is like a rhapsody, so that's why I thought that was such a stunning title. And what I really want to do is, I have different colors than he has because I think, you know, you should just always do your own colors. A lot of people have been asking me, oh, you forgot to mention the colors. But I'm thinking, why would you want to know those colors? Please don't do that. You're restricting yourself. All the creativity is gone if you're going to use someone else's colors. You got to do that mixing and finding out what you really like, and then, like I did, put them all together. And this, when I look at this, all these colors, they sort of, you know, give me something. I don't know, they inspire me. They give me something to really envision in my painting. So while I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, meh, I think I might like a yellow but a little bit lighter, and a red that is also not as deep red as this one, but just a little bit lighter, and I might just mix that before I do my next video, because the thing is that I'll be needing a lot of paint today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna be mixing and mixing and mixing. For these cups are 180 milliliters, and they're all right now at the perfect consistency. What I did was mix them with the recipe I'm using the last couple of days, weeks. It's the Vallejo pouring medium and the Vallejo gloss medium. Only those two things, and let me get them for you. And here they are, these two. These are what I'm using. Vallejo has two sorts of gloss medium. One is differently named than the other, but I use both, so there's no problem as long as it's gloss medium. It shouldn't be gloss varnish that you put in, but a medium, because these are, as you can see how thin they are, and that's the thing I like about Vallejo, because if you put them in the Winsor & Newton paint, you won't be needing as much water as using Liquitex pouring medium, because it's so much thicker. And when you use the Winsor & Newton, I'll show you. This is Winsor & Newton gloss medium, but if you can look in there, there it is. You can see how the bottle was full up to here. But even if I put it upside down, it's not coming down. Just a little bit. See that? That's how thick it is. And we all know that the thicker the medium we use, the more water we have to put in. So in the mix I have now, using these two, that's why it's so important. So guys in America, go and email Dick Blake that he has to also stock some gloss medium, because this is awesome stuff. Now, what else you can do? This is with the pouring medium, gloss medium, but I also like to add a tiny bit of polymer medium. And that's this one. And polymer medium is nothing more than just a bunch of polymers. So that's the binders for the paint. Also, look at this, very, very thin. Can you hear that in the background? That's my neighbor with the really big hawk. So this stuff is also really nice and thin, and I think they have the best consistency for this kind of paints. So even if you have the Liquitex Basics, you can mix it with the Vallejo pouring medium. If you have the Amsterdam acrylics, you can pour it with mix it with this. And I use Winsor & Newton now, so it is perfect. So just you use 10 to 20% gloss medium, 20 to 30% pouring medium, a squirt of this stuff, the polymer medium, and then you add some water. And if you want to be adventurous, but I'm not using it in these pours, you can put in like a tablespoon of Floetrol. Floetrol will just give a little bit more cell action, not the action, but more how it forms the cells. You'll see a cell and there it'll have a ring inside. That's what I've seen when I use Floetrol. Let me see if I can show it to you. See, this doesn't have Floetrol, but as you can see, the little cells, they are sort of all by their own. They don't have the double cells in them. Let me get another one. And here you can see, let me see if I can get you in focus. There you go. If you look in the white, you can see double cells, and that's kind of what I like, and that's sort of what the Floetrol does. I think I can go and to my stash of Yupo and maybe get a better example, but you know what I'm getting to. Now, the other thing is that if you're only using Vallejo fluid acrylics, you have to split this up in two things. One side we have the Winsor & Newton. On the other side we have all the Vallejo acrylics. Vallejo acrylics, you could do it with pouring medium, but that's where I use the Floetrol, because it's 1 part Vallejo and 3 to 4 parts Floetrol That's all you need, a little bit of silicone, and that's all you need, and you'll be getting sales, 100% guaranteed. This weekend is all about the Winsor & Newton colors. The colors I have are standard colors except for this one and this one. These two I mixed up with the phthalo green and blue and a little bit of white, and the rest is all, oh no, the green one. The green, I always put a little bit of yellow in the green just to make it just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more popping, vibrant. But the rest of the colors are standard Winsor & Newton colors. And that's what we're going to use. I would really like to have just one more color. That is a gold metallic color. But you know how that goes. Sometimes it just doesn't come out. Now, I'm going to do, like I said, 10 centimeters, 20 by 20, 30 by 30, 40 by 40. That's what I'm going for with this, this color scheme. But there's another thing that has been in my head for, I don't know, I think 6 or 8 weeks now, and that is that Klimt thing. I've talked about it before. I really want to do one where I put in, like, say, the orange, the Titan buff, the copper, a little bit of yellow, and the red. Now, taking all the blues and greens out, like if you have these colors, I'm sure you can have something amazing. And what I maybe add is white, just a little bit of white. Now, if you pour these colors, I'm sure you can imagine, if you have never seen it before, you can Google it. It's called The Kiss from Klimt, and it's just beautiful. And if I were to pour this and do the Posca markers on top of it, I'm pretty sure I could create something so awesome. But first off, we're going to start with the Bohemian colors. And that's these colors. So, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube so that you guys can go look at Rick Cheadle's video. I really want to thank Rick. He is like the best guy on internet. Yes, you too, Will. You are cute too. But Rick is such a stand-up guy. There is nothing negative about that person. He is the best. And I'm just so happy that he showed me these colors to inspire me to make them. So thanks, Rick. And I'll see you all in my next one, where I'll be pouring the 10 by 10. Okay, love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.